Hi everybody, it's Angie. Welcome to my channel. Um, so what I do is I do Oracle tarot card readings, and then I kind of alternate with, I work with sounds, frequencies, and tones for healing the energy body, and the organs and stuff. So I do both of those on my channel. Um, I have 11 is a very, um, it's the number of light. So I work with 11 decks. I have 6 oracle decks that I use, and then I have 4 tarot decks. 5. Oh yeah, 5. And so I work with 11. I've already shuffled and pre-shuffled the decks, the oracle decks, and I already chose your 6 oracle cards. So what I'm going to do is, the oracle cards are more like messages from spirit or your higher self. And then I'll bring out the tarot cards and I'll shuffle them each a couple times. And that'll be more like what's going on in your life, in your personal life. People, places and things, events and happenings. And generally, you'll notice that there's messages in the oracle cards, and we'll try to tie it all together with the tarot deck so it makes more sense. So let's get started. I'll try to, if I can remember the decks I use. So your first oracle card I chose from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, and it's Malv came out for you. Cycles and rhythms. Okay, and it says honor the cycles of your body, your energy levels, and your emotions. Okay, you can see that. So with the oracle cards, you have to kind of read them from the book because it'll expound upon that message. And this reading is for Pisces. I've done 8 zodiac signs, so I have 4 left to do for the June-July period. Okay. So your message from the goddess realms, Pisces, is all of life is cyclical. The moon, the stars, and the very universe. Life inhales and then exhales again. So why should you be surprised or upset if you too have cycles? There are times when you feel energized, awake, and alive. There are other times when you feel isolated and shy. Your body too goes through pronounced cycles and changes. Celebrate these rhythms and embrace them as the essence of the lifeblood that courses through you. So, various meanings of this card, Pisces, is that you could be going, for you women, you could be going through some gynecological changes right now. Maybe you're starting menses or menopause, for example. And another message from Malv for you is she's saying, make time to rest. That's important. Also, initiate steps to alleviate depression or lethargy. Okay, so a good way to help with depression, if it's not clinical, and if I'm assuming you don't need medication for it, but is to get some sunshine and fresh air and get outside in nature and just kind of be calm and still and listen to the sounds that are out there. Especially in the wintertime, when the sun's out, even if it's cold, just bundle up and get some sun, and that helps a lot. She's also saying to seek support for dealing with an emotional crisis. If you're going through one, Pisces, seek support. Also, allow yourself to grieve or take time off. For some of you that are going through that. Know that this lull, it won't last forever. A doorway of opportunity has opened up and you need to walk through it now. Okay? And that's from Doreen Virtue's Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. Your second card is from the Native Spirit deck, and it's Thunder Drum. Thunder Drum. So let's see what that is. Okay, message for you, Pisces, from the Native ancestors. Card meaning, stand up and be counted. Be assertive. Don't be shy about sharing your gifts and letting the world know about your value. Declare with authority. This is who I am, and this is what I stand for. Okay, Pisces? Make a stand for others less fortunate. Take risks. Walk in rhythm to the beat of your own drum. This is not the time to step back or step aside. Okay? Kind of neat message. And then from Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels, we pulled the dream card, came out for you. It says dreams. Dreams. Let's read some details about what that means for you, Pisces. Where's my angel deck? Here it is. It's underneath the deck. Okay, let's see what this means. Card meeting. Pay attention to your dreams right now. Keep a dream journal. You are receiving important messages during your dreams. Sometimes you may wake up with the feeling that you have traveled or received instructions during your sleep. And you wonder, why can't I remember my dreams? The messages and experiences of your dreams are never truly lost or forgotten. They are instead incorporated into your unconscious so that your higher self's wisdom and love can govern your actions. Okay? So they're encouraging you, Pisces, whose energies I'm picking up, to keep a dream journal. And how that works is when you wake up in the short-term memory, if you just remember, like if you just jot down a few key words, 2 or 3 words, then when you wake up for the day later, that'll jog your memory. If you don't write anything down, a lot of times they are stored in the unconscious mind, but you may not be able to write them down and look for patterns and messages. Okay? Moving along to the Enchanted Map. What came out for you, Pisces, is One Ring Circus. Okay? One Ring Circus. Let's read what that means. Oh, these go by numbers. This is number 15, so 5 plus 1 is 6. One Ring Circus. Instead of doing 15, I did 51. I reversed them. Okay, let's go back to 15. Here we go. And it came up in the upright. You are capable and competent. So this is overlapping with the card that encouraged you, the Thunder Drum, encouraging you to stand up, get your voice out there. You're capable and competent. Independence is key now, Pisces, as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or the resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent. Self-reliance is important for you at this point, during this time in your life. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. So independence, self-reliance. And then I got a new deck, Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reed. It's a book. And the card that came out for you is Community, number 8. And they did tell you to get your voice out there. So now we have Community. See what it says. Essential meanings. Belonging, being seen, again, Thunderdrum, being seen and understood by others. Like-minded connections. A sense of family and friendship. Knowing your place in the world. So this does overlap with the Thunderdrum. The Oracle's message. This card signals a new affiliation with the group for you, Pisces. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know that we are useful to our families and communities. Everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Membership in the group provides you with a sense of belonging, kinship, and a purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you're part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter what your position in the group, your presence is needed. Your presence is needed. Okay? That's beautiful. The last oracle card is from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. And it says, accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help. Now get out of the way and let heaven help you. Okay, so going into receiving mode. Okay, we're at 12 minutes, so we're going to do some tarot now. Let's see what comes out for you. First card out, you got a major arcana. You got the High Priestess card. Using your intuition. The High Priestess is, she's a keeper of the secret wisdom and knowledge. So we're going to clarify these with the other decks. Second card, 7 of Discs. 7 of Discs, or Pentacles. Then you have the 8 of Wands, which is swift communication. A lot of times it's passionate communication. So if there's somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, you may be getting some communication. It could be texts, calls, emails. You got another 7. You got the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Discs and the 7 of Cups. I got a little cheat sheet here. The sevens are individual application of the suit, a maturation of the element in your own style. Okay, so those are progressing from the 6s. And let's take one more card. Okay, you got the Prince or the Knight of Swords. So that's generally somebody coming your way swinging his sword, and he's pretty forceful, coming at you fast. He thinks his way is so important that he generally doesn't consider other people's opinions or feelings, and he tends to cut things down that stand in his way. So you would know who that is for you, Pisces. So let's clarify. Let's see what the High Priestess is showing up for you. Just going to give these a couple shuffles. Hey, deck. Okay, clarifying the High Priestess. One card for Pisces. Okay. Okay, you got some sword cards. Two of them came out. You got the Ten of Swords. You're using your intuition. Okay, do you remember the oracle card that talked about setting boundaries and being self-reliant and in your relationships? So right now you're using your intuition and thinking about someone from your past who gave you a feeling of being backstabbed and betrayed. You see, this card has someone laying on their stomach with 10 swords in the back. So this is a hard card. And you also got the Eight of Swords. And this is like, because of this that happened in your life, and it could have been this Knight of Swords, because these are all swords here. And it could be that you're dealing with a Gemini, an Aquarius, or Libra. Those are the air signs. And because of this situation, you're in a mental prison. It's mental. It's all in your head. So you may be having overwhelming thoughts, bad memories, feeling emotionally let down. And if you remember, the Goddess card talked about your emotional health right now. Okay, so you may be in a little bit of and she talked about depression too. So Pisces, you may be going through, or this could be in your recent past, and it's still carrying over, because sometimes in order to go into a brighter future, you have to try not to replay your past over and over again, which is easy for someone to say to you. It's just a reminder to go ahead and honor what's happened, trying to not to attach to it too much. When I say honor what's happened, what I mean is don't beat yourself up if you're in your head about this particular, I think it was an air sign. And just know that you're going through a cycle, and as one of these cards said, that it won't last forever. Okay? And then you have the Seven of Discs. So this particular deck, it says failure, but traditionally the Seven of Discs speaks of after going through maybe other cycles, a 2 or 3 or 4 year cycle, and this is in the arena of your finances, work, pentacles, your material world, tangible things you can feel, pick up. It's taking stock of what you've done so far, like you're looking at your garden and how far you've come, and then taking some time. It said take some time to rest if you've been working hard. So because this particular deck shows a very dark and gloomy card, and it says failure. So that's not the traditional meaning of this card, but this Crowley deck is very rich in symbolism. So my guess is, because it's sitting right next to this betrayal card, is that a particular person that maybe was talking behind your back at work, possibly, or gossips or rumors, or maybe someone you thought was a friend, you didn't set proper boundaries, but it's saying, I'm feeling that it affected your finances, or this is something that happened at work. So it's really bringing you down because every time you go into work, you have to kind of deal with it again or see the person. So that's what I'm getting for you, Pisces. Well, we're going to clarify it. Okay, card, please. One card on this Seven of Discs. A little more information about this. Pisces. Oh. Okay, Pisces, you're a water sign. And so is Cancer and Scorpio. So the King of Cups came out for you. So this could be you. Or you could be dealing with a Scorpio, another Pisces, or Cancer. And it is a court card, and it's a king. This could be you, Pisces, because the King of Cups is actually a person who has a very deep understanding of unconditional love, a very caring person who is sensitive to other people's emotions. It's a very good, partner or mate. So let's see what else. Let's clarify this a little bit more with this other deck here. In fact, I want to shuffle this deck. And this deck takes some reversal, so a reverse card may come out. I tackle those as they come up. They're slippery. Card on this King of Cups. More information on this King of Cups card. Pisces. You got the High Priestess again. High Priestess came out again for you. Different deck. Major Arcana. Let's get some more clarification on that. Why this High Priestess? Why is the High Priestess here for Pisces? Okay. Okay, remember we talked about self-reliance and independence for you, Pisces? You got the, a lot of people call this the Virgo card. I'm a Virgo. We're generally single and independent. But you got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I love when this card comes out. So right now, I'm getting that there was a, you're taking a break from somebody. You're taking a break from somebody. In your love life. I'm getting that this is a different person than the person that backstabbed and betrayed you. This is another person. And this could be male or female. It's a king, but it's a person that is very loving. And it could be you, Pisces. And I'm getting on this line because there's two discards. To that again, that they're calling you to be self-reliant right now and focus on your coins, your pentacles. And this might be a good time to meditate, because when you're meditating, you're kind of receiving answers, because your vision of your and your knowledge of yourself and your life, nobody knows you like yourself. So yeah, run with that. Run with who you are. Have your put your voice out there and stand up and be independent. Take charge of your life. I'm getting from that. Now let's see why this Eight of Wands is here. This message card. Why the Eight of Wands here? We're at 26 minutes. Not too bad. Independence, very important for you right now, Pisces. And it's just a cycle. It doesn't mean that you'll be alone forever. Okay, you got the Two of Swords. A lot of swords in this reading. A lot of your thought processes, thinking, maybe overthinking, analyzing. But the Two of Swords is when you're kind of stuck in the land of indecision. You're having a hard time making a decision about something. And it could be people that you're cutting out of your life. What to do about a predicament you're in. Let's have a little bit more information on this message card and this indecision card. You. Another card, please. And then we're going to take one from that deck. I wanted to come out that card again. The Two of Swords. Why is that here for Pisces? A little more information. Another card, please. Yep. Water signs are sensitive people. I have water all in my chart. My rising sign, my moon, Venus, and Mars is all water. Yeah, we're sensitive. So they're saying set your boundaries. Separate yourself from people. Find your tribe. Like the other oracle card said, was encouraging you to find a group or a group of like-minded people, and that your presence matters. Okay, you got you got the Empress. Okay, you got the Empress in reverse. Okay, I'm getting for you, Pisces, that right now you're feeling a little bit depressed because of some things that happened within your personal relationships. And I don't just mean romantic, I mean work peers, etc. And you're having a hard time figuring out what you want to do next, and you're feeling very low on your creative energy is in a cycle of a lull right now, because we're bringing it back in the cycles. So we're going to take one more card on that. No, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, so just accept that it's not going to last forever. And this could relate to, because it is beside the work spread, calling you to be independent, that your job or money has been affected, and that maybe you're not on the top of your game right now, or you're not feeling on top of it. So just that it won't last forever. Then you have another 7, the 7 of Cups. And that card speaks of confusion. It speaks of having too many choices or options. And also, since you have this indecision card, it kind of goes with, and it's right beside the 7. These cups in traditional decks, they all have something different in them. Like one has a snake, one has love, one has like gold. So you're a little bit confused right now on which cup, what you want to do next, what you want to choose for yourself, what path or direction you want to go in. And Spirit is saying to embrace your independence and be self-reliant right now during this cycle or period in your life. But let's take another card on this 7 of Cups. In a love reading, it could mean that, depending how it falls, it could mean someone has other options or you have options. But you're having a hard time deciding on the options that are being presented to you. So if that could tie into this reading, if it's a love or romantic option, the oracle cards are saying to set boundaries and rely on yourself. 32 minutes. We're almost done. We're going to come out. Yes. The 9 of Cups on top of the 7. Okay, that's interesting. This guy here, he's got his 9 cups full. This is a card of wish fulfillment. So to me, what I'm getting for you, Pisces, is that when you go, because you have the High Priestess here twice, is that you're going to use your wisdom and your intuition when it comes for you to make a choice regarding your options, and that you're going to be successful and make the right choice because you're going to have your wishes fulfilled. Okay? So that's great. Okay, the last part is you have the swinging Knight of Swords. So let's clarify that, and then we'll be done. Oh. Pisces, you got the Knight of Swords on top of the Knight of Swords. Okay. Unbelievable. This has been happening in all of my readings. Like, the clarifying part is the same as the one down there. As I said, this is a fast-moving knight, and he tends to cut down anything that comes in his way of his goal. When that happens, I like to read it out of the book and get every little nuance to it. Since you got it twice, let's see who this could be for you. Well, let's take one more card, and then we're going to read. Let's use this book. Or do we want this one? Knight of Swords. Yeah. Let's clarify this Knight of Swords first, and then we'll blend the meanings, and then we'll be done. In this right way bottom. Oh, this is the one that takes reversal. Okay. Alrighty. Clarifying this Knight of Swords. If you get the Knight of Swords from this deck. Okay, why is this Knight of Swords clarifying the Knight of Swords? Prince Knight, same thing. Oh, there it is. You got the Knight of Wands. Okay. The Knight of Wands on top of the Knight is two Knights of Swords. The Knight of Wands is an in and out guy. And this guy's striking he's swinging his sword. If I was dealing with 3 knights in my near future, I'd be keeping me a dream journal, like the card said. It doesn't hurt to take time to be single and self-reliant and independent. There's a lot of beautiful things about this 9 of coins card. This is very attractive energy, someone that's independent. Okay, Pisces. So I'm gonna stop here and say embrace your independence and your personal vision, and go into groups and the community and share that your presence. And also take care of your emotional health, and make sure you don't you find a way to deal with some depression that may have come from this backstabbing and betrayal card. And when this, oh, also when you got this message card with the you're going to get a message and some communication, and that's going to cause you some confusion. You're going to get a message coming in. It's right next to this confusion option card. Okay, and you're not going to know what to do. So again, the Spirit Oracle decks are urging you to tap in, and also the High Priestess that you got twice. You got her twice. Yeah. Card number 2. They're both the same, different deck. Is urging you to use your intuition and your own personal wisdom, and your own vision of your life to make the right decision for you regarding these 3 nights, if that makes sense. Okay, we're going to end it there, Pisces. I hope this reading resonated with some of you, and that gave you a little bit of inspiration. See you next time.